Good morning, people. The long-awaited full day of eating is here. I know you guys have been asking me for this since the beginning of me uploading long-form videos, so here it is. Today, I'm gonna be making as typical of a full day of eating as possible. So there's a couple things I wanna talk about. First, I'm not gonna be tracking my macros because I normally intuitively eat to begin with. Two, we're probably gonna be eating out at least one meal today. And three, I'm skipping breakfast because your boy hates training on a full stomach. So this is gonna be a little bit more vloggy style too, like day in the life type of thing. But first, I'm gonna be making my protein video real quick. So if you wanna support me, use code PATH. That would be much, much appreciated. Helps me be able to do the things I do and continue to bring you guys good content. So I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna finish my water, then I'm back to the gym. I'm gonna take y'all along with me. And all I ask for is free. Just like the video to support my page. Let's go. And here's my noble steed I'm gonna be riding to the gym. It's a Fuji decoration. I kinda want the feather. Maybe I'm gonna get the Fuji feather and upgrade soon, but I'll see y'all at the gym. You guys didn't know, I'm still deloading this week, so I'm gonna take it easy. I like to stop around when the concentric for me gets a lot slower, so that was a good point. We're doing a shoulder press. Now we're gonna move on to the back. All right, so I'm gonna hit pull-ups instead of lat pull-down. Honestly, I find pull-ups a lot more fun than lat pull-down, but not every gym has a weighted belt. So maybe I just gotta get my own.
The next thing I moved on to are some chest supported dumbbell lateral raises. Now this is a perfect exercise for deload week because you do not have to go very heavy at all, and man, this is a humbling exercise. My ego was crushed after doing these. And to come full circle with our shoulder exercises, next thing I moved on to were some chest supported rear delt rows. Now I like to set the bench angle rather high. I have it around like 75 degrees here because I find that at a high bench angle I tend to not move my shoulder blades quite as much, meaning that my mid back isn't contributing to the movement since I'm not retracting my scapula, so that I'm better able to focus on my rear delts. Next, I moved on to some cable lat pullovers for the upper lats. Now, if you're currently watching this and you're thinking, Tyler, I just want to know what I have to do at the gym and how I need to clean up my diet in order to get to my fitness goals, and that's pretty much it. In that case, I highly recommend you apply to my exclusive one-on-one fitness coaching program where I create a custom workout program and meal plan based on your specific needs to get you to where you need to be while giving you all the support that you need along the way in the form of answering questions, giving you accountability, whatever it may be. We'll get there together, so let's get it. Spots are limited, so apply soon.
All right, we made it back to the crib. It is now 1 p.m. I'm starving, so let me break my fast with a kiwi. Bro, this is one fat kiwi. Oh. Is it focusing? I cannot tell. I usually always break my fast with fruit, namely kiwis because they're very nutritious. Jeff Nipper, thank you for telling me about it. Well, these ones are amazing. But yeah, basically kiwis are very rich in micronutrients, like different vitamins and minerals. So it's almost like nature's supplement that tastes good. Not gonna lie, some of the best kiwis I've ever had. So now I'm gonna go shower real quick again, and then I'm gonna make lunch. Well, I finished showering. Now it's time to make some lunch. Now I'm not gonna tell you guys what I'm making just yet, but I will be showing y'all the ingredients. Comment below what you think it is. The protein for today is gonna be these Perdue chicken thighs. Let's cut them. Let me stab these with a fork so the marinade will seep in. Back to cutting.
So after I cut up the, I think 5 or 6 chicken thighs into more air fryable pieces so that would evenly cook, I placed it into a bowl and marinated it with this CJ Foods Korean barbecue sauce. Now I like the hot and spicy version. This is literally my favorite sauce to put on chicken. It works so well. All you need is literally the marinade sauce. You just pour some in, kind of give it a little rub-a-dub-dub into the chicken. As you see here, just mix it around. I usually use a glove, but I ran out of gloves this time, so it was a little bit nasty. But normally, I would like to marinate this overnight, but if you poke some holes into the chicken with a fork, you know, it turns out pretty well and you still taste the marinade pretty good. So now I'm air frying it at 380 degrees for 10 minutes and then I'm gonna flip it.
So chicken's in the air fryer, and while we wait, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have this My Protein crispy vanilla wafer. Is it vanilla? Yeah, vanilla wafer. Show this here in case you guys didn't see. Was that 15 grams of protein? Not too bad. These things are absolutely delicious. A little chocolate underside. If there's one thing I'd recommend for my protein other than their clear whey, it's definitely these wafers. I mean, look at this. I was gonna show you guys what a full one looks like, but I got so hungry I took a bite out of it. Well, it's gone, and there's 1 minute left in the air fryer, so let's check on that.
All right, so first 10 minutes is up. Now I'm flipping the chicken with a pair of chopsticks and adding a little bit more marinade sauce in order to get some caramelization going on at the top. And I'm gonna pop it back in the air fryer for another 8 minutes at 380 degrees Fahrenheit. After that, we are done. We got some spicy chicken marinated chicken thighs. Throw it on in a plate, and man, you're gonna look at this, you're gonna be like, dang, man, this is some good meal prep. If you're eating bland chicken, there's no point, guys. Also, I hate procrastinating, so I pop the rest of the chicken into the air fryer while I move on to the next step, and that is washing some green leaf lettuce. Oh, you might be able to see what's coming next. I'm tearing up the little green leaf lettuce into these little lettuce wrap-like pieces, as you see here. Now, green leaf lettuce, don't sleep on this. This is probably the best lettuce to use for a lettuce wrap. It's like bitter, but it tastes good for some reason, and it just fits perfectly for pretty much anything you use. So as you see here, I'm assembling the chicken onto the lettuce wrap, and I'm assuming y'all probably saw this coming at this point. We got some Korean barbecue lettuce wraps. Let's go.
Yes, sirree. We made some Korean barbecue lettuce wraps again with chicken thighs, CJ Foods Korean barbecue marinade, spicy, as well as green leaf lettuce, the best lettuce to use for lettuce wraps. I'm about to eat this, as well as probably eat the remainder of what's cooking as well. How many were there? There's like 4 or 5 small chicken thighs, something like that. But I'll keep you posted, so let me chow down on this. Let me make sure you guys can see. I'll talk to you guys when I'm done eating. I'm almost done killing these lettuce wraps. Well, it's just the meat for the lettuce wraps. I think I'm gonna have some leftover lettuce, but all the chicken thighs, consider them killed because I'm literally gonna eat all of them. It's what happens when you skip breakfast. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys what I'm drinking. I'm drinking this Polar seltzer water, caffeine-free, or calorie-free. I hope it's caffeine-free as well. But normally I drink water with my meals, but today I want to switch it up. I do like diet soda, if you guys were wondering. I think Diet Coke tastes amazing, but it gives me a sore throat sometimes. Those artificial sweeteners for me just feel weird when I drink them, so this is kind of a good alternative. Okay, so I'm probably not gonna eat for another few hours. After I finish eating the rest of this, I'm gonna check in with my coaching clients, and then after that, we'll see where the day takes us. Okay, so right now I'm going over some client messages, and someone messaged me about, basically they're struggling with their diet and the meal plan I gave them because they don't like vegetables and they've just been a picky eater for a long time, right? And in general, I feel like a lot of people tend to kind of feel overwhelmed when it comes to meal planning, especially if they're coming from a place where they generally don't eat the best. And then now all of a sudden they're cooking their food in advance, and the food they're cooking isn't like fast food, right? So it's, you know, a lot of lean protein, a lot of veggies, and if they're not used to it, like quite frankly, sometimes they just don't like how it tastes, right? So it can be a very big change, but I always recommend, like, dude, your diet should be as sustainable as possible. I take a very relaxed approach to things because ultimately if you can't stick to it, then there's no point to be doing it, right? So in moments like these, I always recommend, look, if you don't want to track, if tracking is a big concern, don't track. Make things your own so that you like it better. And over time, as long as you're, you know, trying to incorporate more lean protein and trying to incorporate more vegetables into your diet, and you actually like the food you're eating, I ultimately consider that as a big win, because from there, you're not gonna fall off because you actually prefer what you eat. And that's, I think, what a lot of people tend to get wrong with dieting. They force themselves into eating something that maybe they don't personally prefer just because it's, you know, optimal to get to their fitness goals. And while that's true, in the long term, it might not be the best approach because, well, a lot of people tend to fall off and binge eat, right? If you're struggling with your diet, take baby steps. If you don't like the lettuce wraps I'm eating, you're like, dude, how are you not eating that with rice? Maybe you just eat it with a smaller portion of rice than usual, right? So with that said, if you personally want more guidance on your specific fitness goals, I highly recommend you apply to my exclusive one-on-one fitness coaching program in the link in the description. Hopefully that was helpful. Know that, you know, just because I'm eating a certain way in this full day of eating doesn't mean you need to do the exact same thing to look the same way as I. And following exactly what I eat isn't gonna translate to how you're gonna look, right? With that said, I'm gonna get back to this, and I'll see you guys in the next scene. We're probably gonna go to a boba shop later, and yeah. So no day is complete without me having boba, so we're about to head out there. I'll see you on the boba shop. All right, we made it to Taipei. I have to give you a POV today since I'm out here alone. Got myself a honey lemon green tea. It's like my one vice. I love sweet tea, especially when I'm working. In this case, I'm editing Friday's video. If you haven't seen Friday's video yet, I'm gonna link it in the card. How, when, and why to deal with it. It's a very important topic, especially if you're trying to break plateaus and avoid injuries overall. So make sure to check that video out. But back to the topic of what I consume on a daily basis. I don't drink boba every single day, but I admittedly do have it quite often. But I don't know, something about drinking sweet tea or coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore, so mostly boba. And working, it's a vibe. You know? I notice I'm able to lock in while still enjoying what I do by doing this, so it kind of keeps me grounded. And I think because of the fact that I delay when I first start eating, overall, what I consume isn't that much. Like, I probably consume around like 22 to 2,400 calories on a daily basis. And I'm completely fine with that. I'm not like starving myself or anything at all. So I think I really found a sweet spot for what works for me, but I digress. So I'll get back to editing my video, and I'll see y'all at dinner time. All right, we're here at Chi Cafe. Point at that real quick. Are you point it back? All right, so we're getting dinner here. I'm gonna show you guys my favorite dishes here, so let's go inside.
That looks so good.
All right, I'm telling you guys right now, this is what I generally get. This is my favorite. This is beef chow fun. We got sweet sake beef, sizzling beef with sweet sake sauce. Fish fillet in the same sweet sake sauce. And then the best stir-fried veggie is this is garlic pea tips. I'm about to chow down on this. I'm with my boy Dylan eating this right now. I'll see y'all at the end of this. Okay. It's currently the end of the night. I'm about to have one of these That's It blueberry bars. So I hope this full day of eating gave you guys some value and a better understanding of overall how I eat on a daily basis. Now, I'm definitely not gonna be eating out every single day, but when I do, I pretty much eat what I want. with the caveat that I always try to include some sort of protein and vegetable. And contrast that to what I eat at home, and you'll see it's generally pretty clean. So ultimately for me, it's about finding a balance. I don't really have trouble maintaining my body composition, so this is what works for me. Again, I think fasting does help because that means I can just eat more when I do eat. So yeah, hope those tidbits were helpful, and if you did enjoy, please like the video as it does help my page out. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Join the fam, we're almost at 250K. Maybe by the time I upload this, we will be at 250K. See y'all in the next one. Peace.